Well, PRK Williams Building Group helps your every step of the way when it comes to finding a location and even finishes for a home. And joining me today is Director of Business Development, Brian Hagarty. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're talking all things homes, whether that be the actual home itself or the build, the finishes. But my question is, where do you start to look for a home builder?
Well, I always say that's probably the most important part of a building process,
Right.
is selecting the right building contractor. And there's several different ways. Word of mouth is probably the best way. Find somebody, or a friend or a family member that's built before, and see how their process went and how their experience was. But another good way is attend the Cedar Rapids Home Show in the spring, or one of the parade of homes. We have one coming up this weekend and next weekend is our parade of homes. And that's a great way to get out and meet the builder and see what they can do and learn what their expertise is in. And
yeah, exactly. Just get an actual experience while you're there, like not only of the person that helped create such a thing, but seeing the different styles that they're able to create, which is super cool.
Yeah, anytime you can show off your wares like that, and we try to not dress them up for the shows, or that's our normal, that's our base. What you see is our base work, and I think some builders are steps above others,
which is pretty spectacular that is the base work. But going back to finding a home builder that's right for you, what are the first few things to look for when choosing a builder?
Well, I think probably the number one thing is experience. Everybody has kind of their specialty, every builder does, and so you want to talk to one about the type of house you want. So experience is huge. You want to always ask for references, and a good builder will always have a handful of references, and he can just snap them off right away, and that's how you can kind of tell. Another good way is check with your local groups, your home builders association, and get referrals that way. And see how active they are in local things. Are they active in the home builders? Are they active in the chamber? That type of thing is all very important.
Exactly. So, you should always ask those questions, because you're making these huge decisions financially too. That you kind of need the specifics on.
And it's so important to meet with them ahead of time. I always say it should be more of a builder interview when you're first starting. You interview the builder, not the build, not the plans. Interview the builder, see who you can work with, because you're going to be that person's partner for the next 6 months of your life. You're going to work side by side on a lot of things and make maybe thousands of decisions. You're
going to have to get shoulder to shoulder. You really got to develop a good connection with them.
So building that rapport is huge.
And there are different types of builders. So can you tell us some of the differences?
Yes, absolutely. There's your production builders, and they build probably more volume, more quantity. But then there's your custom builders are going to customize the project to your likings. They're going to meet with you and find out what you want, what your changes, what your must-haves and wishes are. But then there's also what I call the design builders, and that's what we do, I guess. Sit down with you right from the beginning. It could be a sketch on the back of a napkin, and we can take it in and get it into plans. We do our own designs in-house, and it's kind of fun that way. You start with just a conversation, it turns into this beautiful house. So a design builder is when it comes to customs. Now there's need for the others as well, but the customs, I'd work with a design builder.
I think that's amazing, and there's so many sources just in this community in eastern Iowa that, I mean, they can show you examples like these photos on the screen, that it's pretty amazing material, and what they can do really exceeds most people's expectations, which is awesome.
It is, and we have some of the best subcontractors that work for us. It takes a whole team. It's not just your general contractor. It's his relationships make a project go. So
exactly, and then you can even see that with the parade of homes that is coming up here soon.
This weekend.
Can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect?
Absolutely. I'm not sure of the quantity of homes, but there's always a good selection of homes to see, and it's a great way to get ideas for for paint colors or trim styles or cabinets, and just see what the trends are. And that's what the parade is so great for that, you know.
Yeah, and there's many locations of houses that you can see different styles, like you said,
Yep.
to really drive that inspiration.
Yep.
But you can't forget that you can also meet the builders while you're there and develop those
I think that's a huge thing. We try to always have a rep from our group at the site during the parade at all times, and it really pays off, I think.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, if people want more information on PRK Williams Building Group, where can they go for that information?
PRKWilliams.com is probably the easiest way, or you can call me direct. I'll give my cell phone out, 319-423-0883. Feel free to call me. But the easiest way is to come to the parade this weekend. I would love to see you and meet you, and that's a great way.
Well, perfect. Meet the friendly face that we've got right here, and then as well as all of the other builders that can really set you up for success.
That sounds great.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for being here, Brian.
Thank you for having me, Anna.
All right. Well, coming up.